Dear students, now we are going to discuss steps present in recombinant DNA. What are the events present in the construction of recombinant DNA? So what are they one by one? Steps in the construction of recombinant DNA or chimeric DNA. So first one is isolation of genetic material, the DNA. So step one, isolation of genetic material. DNA molecule or RNA molecule, but here we are discussing recombinant DNA, not RNA. You can replace it. If it is a recombinant RNA, replace it. Recombinant DNA molecule from the source organism, whatever the source. So we need a pure form of a DNA molecule in general, in all organisms, in most of the organisms. DNA is within the, in all organisms, DNA is within the protoplasm that is surrounded by boundaries, cell wall, cell membrane present. In addition to cell wall, cell membrane, in almost all eukaryotes, true nucleus is present. That is with the nuclear envelope. So DNA is enshrined or present within the karyoplasm surrounded by nuclear envelope. What we need a pure form of DNA molecule. To get that pure form of DNA molecule, definitely we have to break all boundaries which are providing protection to protoplasm and DNA molecule. So many boundaries are there: cell wall, cell membrane, nuclear envelope in the case of eukaryotes. So we have to break the cell. Okay, lysis of cell is required, breakdown of the cell is required. Then only we'll get a pure form of DNA molecule. So first one, here I'm taking certain number of cells. First one, bacterial cell. Bacterial cell. Bacterial cell. If the source DNA is a prokaryote, better take a bacterial cell. One bacterial cell or certain number of bacterial cells. Next one, fungal cell, fungi. Fungal cell. Take any one, either a bacterial cell or fungal cell or plant cell or animal cell. That depends. Depends on our need. Next, plant cell or animal cell. So like that, we selected a host cell. Here, host cell means here source organism. Source organism, that may be a bacterial cell or fungal cell or animal cell or a plant cell, any one of them. So first one, bacterial cell. So bacterial cell is with a cell wall, This is cell wall. And this is a plasma membrane. And this is a DNA, main genetic material, DNA molecule, double stranded DNA in the nucleoid region. And what about fungi? So in fungi, cell wall, cell membrane, fungi, Plantae animalia, eukaryotic cells. This one prokaryotic cell. So within the so-called one here, nucleus, and here DNA is present. Certain number of DNA molecules, whatever the number of DNA molecules. Next, plant cell, cell wall, cell membrane, nucleus with DNA. Next, in the case of animal cells, take only plasma membrane, directly protoplast, plasma membrane, and a nucleus with DNA molecules. So here boundary, cell wall, cell membrane, nuclear envelope absent. Cell wall, cell membrane, nuclear envelope. Cell wall, cell membrane, nuclear envelope. Here, cell membrane, nuclear envelope, no cell wall. Okay. So now, first step is a enzymatic digestion. Now all these cells except last one, this one. For this one, enzymatic lysis is not, cell wall lysis is not required. Reason there is no cell wall. So first step is a digestion of cell wall. Digestion of a cell wall or removal of cell wall. Digestion of a cell wall by different enzymes. It depends on cell wall components. In the case of bacteria, what is the cell wall component? Peptidoglycan, N-acetyl muramic acid, N-acetyl glucosamine are linked by glycosidic bond. So to break that one, type of enzyme required is a lysozyme. Lysozyme enzyme is required. Lysozyme enzyme. So this enzyme is able to cause breakdown or hydrolysis of. What is the role of this enzyme? Hydrolysis of glycosidic bond between N-acetyl glucosamine and N-acetyl muramic acid. Okay, amminated sugars. So once glycosidic bond is dissolved, what about all the monomers get separated from each other? Okay, so that is about in the case of a bacterial cell. So first step in the case of bacterial cell is removal of cell wall by lysozyme enzyme. In the case of fungi, here also digestion of cell wall by what about the enzyme? Enzyme is a chitinase. Chitinase. In the textbook, chitinase given. You can add one more also. Chitinase and carbohydrates. But this was not given in your textbook. Go for chitinase, that is enough. So what is the role of chitinase? And the role of these two things is hydrolysis of or removal of, here also glycosidic bond. Glycosidic bond. Okay, so enzymatic lysis of cell wall. Next, in the case of plant cell, enzymes required. Cellulase, hemicellulase. But in the textbook, cellulase was given. Hemicellulase also correct, right? Next, in this case, no cell wall digestion. This step is not required. Bypass, that is not required because no cell wall, no cell wall, no cell wall digestion. This step is not required. Reason that is a protoplast. Okay. So after removal of cell wall, now the available one is protoplast. Protoplast concern DNA. Protoplast of bacterial cell. This is plasma membrane. PM I am writing plasma membrane. In this case also, plasma membrane, nuclear envelope, DNA molecule. Here also, plasma membrane, nuclear envelope, and genetic material, DNA. Already it is with the protoplast only. Okay. So in this case, first boundary removed, and the remaining boundary for this is common for all. From here onwards, common. This step is common for all. So now all these cells, common step, subjected to all these cells are subjected to enzyme, not enzyme. That is sorry, liquid detergents. Now all these are commonly subjected to, wait, now all these cells are subjected to common step. So this step is concerned with removal of all the membranes. Chemically, all the membranes are same type. So now all these cells are subjected to detergents, liquid detergents. Liquid detergents. Like Ariel, Tide, like that. Not exactly those, but overall liquid detergents. Generally, we are using in the case of laundry. So those liquid detergents must be rich in particularly one enzyme, that is mandatory lipase. Lipase is mandatory. And we can use proteases also, proteolytic enzymes also. So what about this step? Second step is digestion of or removal of, digestion of living boundaries. Dead boundaries removed, cell wall, cell wall, cell wall. Digestion of cell membranes, all membranes. Digestion of all membranes, cell membrane, nuclear membrane also. So now the available one is a protoplasmic mass. Protoplasmic mass of bacteria. Here also same, protoplasmic mass. or protoplasm. Here also protoplasm. Okay. So actually all these cells are protoplasts. Protoplast. If cell wall is removed, we are getting protoplast, protoplast, protoplast. Already that is protoplast. So protoplasmic mass, right? So now all boundaries removed. Okay. Next, here DNA is in association with proteins, RNA molecules, carbohydrates. Okay, so we have to remove all these biomolecules which are in association with the DNA molecule. So next step is removal of RNA, proteins, lipids, carbohydrates, and other biomolecules which are associated with the DNA molecule, right? Next. Okay, now take protoplasmic mass. Now it is subjected to, treated with different types of enzymes. So now enzymatic treatment. Enzymatic treatment. What are the enzymes? One by one. Okay. First one, for example, only ribonucleases are simply RNases. 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 Purpose: digestion or dismantling of a RNA molecule. So digestion of a RNA molecule or removal, digestion of a RNA molecule. Okay, so if it is RNA is in association with the DNA molecule. Okay, so RNases. Next one, lipases, concerned with digestion of lipids. Digestion of lipids. Okay, right? Next, carbohydrates, to cause digestion of carbohydrates. Digestion of carbohydrates. Next, proteases are proteolytic enzymes concerned with digestion or elimination of proteins. In our eukaryotes, according to chromatin organization nucleosome, histone proteins are in association with the DNA molecule. Histone proteins. Non-histone chromosomal proteins also. So all these are biomolecules or not? So all these are generally present in the protoplasm and in association with the DNA molecule also. We have to remove all these biomolecules. other biomolecules in association with the DNA molecule. Okay, right? So all biomolecules removed except DNA molecule. So in this step, we should not use a, we should not use a DNA. Yes, we should not use a DNA. Yes, this is very, very important. Okay. In NEET examination, 4 options are there. MCQ 1, 2, 3, 4, for example. First one, wrong one, eliminate it. Wrong one, eliminate it. Wrong one, eliminate it. Select this one. Don't eliminate this one like that. Okay, so all these biomolecules are not required. Reason, we are going to construct a recombinant DNA. We are going to isolate DNA molecule, but not all these. So we should not damage the DNA molecule. So we should not use a DNA this, right? Now, that mass of a DNA collected into test tube. Take one test tube or conical flask. So within this one, a number of DNA molecules are present. Certain number of DNA molecules entangled or not, interwoven, entangled DNA molecules. Entangle. Entangled DNA, highly interwoven DNA molecule. Okay, so now add chilled ethanol. And the sulfuric acid also, but according to NCERT, go for ethanol, chilled ethanol, and sulfuric acid also correct. Both ethanol and sulfuric acid. Go for ethanol, that is enough. Next, glass rod. This is glass rod. Insert that one into glass rod, very thin rod. Okay, now spin it. Spin the rod. Glass rod. Glass rod. Spinning. Like this spinning. Okay, right? That is a spinning of a glass rod. While spinning, definitely individual DNA molecules are attached to glass rod. So separation of DNA molecules, separation of DNA by this method, that is a spinning, by spinning method. This is very, very important. Spinning method is called as, that is a spooling technique. Spooling technique, right? So what is the difference between elution and spooling? This is also very, very important. What is the difference between elution and spooling? First, spooling, separation of DNA molecule. Elution is concerned with the separation of DNA fragments. Okay, so first one, spooling, this one. And elution is concerned with the separation of DNA fragments from agarose gel blocks. So what is a spooling? Spooling, separation of DNA molecules or genetic material. Elution, what is elution? Separation of DNA fragments. DNA fragments from agar block, agarose block, gel electrophoresis, from agarose gel. That is the difference, right? So once the spooling technique is completed, definitely we'll get a precipitate of out of doing this one, PPT, PPT, precipitate of a DNA molecule. Okay, so we'll get a pure DNA molecule, pure form of DNA, only DNA molecule, without histones, RNA molecules, carbohydrates, other biomolecules are completely absent, only one biomolecule, pure DNA molecule, right? So isolation of a genetic material completed. Now, either cutting or directly into PCR. Next. For example, this is the DNA molecule we isolated from either bacterial cell or some other source host organism, source host cell, sorry, the DNA molecule with desirable gene. DNA molecule, pure form of DNA molecule available. So pure form of genetic material with a desirable gene. Next step is now cut DNA. Cut DNA with restriction enzymes. Cut the DNA molecule with a restriction enzyme. Or directly gene cloning by PCR, polymerase chain reaction, PCR, polymerase chain reaction, PCR, gene cloning by PCR. Here no cutting, cutting is not required, no cutting. No cutting of DNA molecule. Okay, so in that case, vector is not required. PCR is enough. We'll see that one later. Come back. Cut DNA with a restriction endonuclease. So same DNA molecule subjected to, for example, here I'm taking ECO R1. for example only, right? Now, a number of DNA fragments, certain number of DNA fragments. So after enzymatic digestion, DNA fragments. So one can execute a cutting of DNA by restriction enzymes within the gel electrophoresis. Take certain number of DNA molecules, introduce them into gel electrophoresis, and add a ECO R1. Gel electrophoresis is able to check the progression of a cutting of DNA molecule and separation of DNA molecule also. Okay, so here we can use a gel electrophoresis from here onwards. Use gel electrophoresis. DNA and a concerned enzyme dropped into agarose block. So now it is able to cut. Enzyme is able to cut a DNA into fragments. Now, separation of DNA fragments by gel electrophoresis. Separation of DNA fragments by gel electrophoresis. Next. Separation of DNA fragment, single fragment by elution technique. By elution. So now, for example, one DNA molecule, one fragment, one desirable gene is available. So this is a desirable gene. For example only, this is a one desirable gene. So finally, one desirable gene, one gene is available, for example, on desirable gene available, right? So we can cause digestion of DNA, means cutting of DNA within the gel electrophoresis, and separation of DNA fragments also. So ultimately, one desirable gene or certain number of desirable genes are available, right? Is it clear? So this is a one method, and that is another method. We'll come back to that part. So one gene is available. Now, cut the vector, take vector. So this is a cutting of DNA with the enzymes, concerned enzyme. So here we need gene cloning. So now it is subjected to gene cloning. Subjected to gene cloning. Okay, so here also gene cloning is required. This is concerned with gene cloning. We'll see that one later. Right? Is it clear? So there is about cutting of DNA. This is one method. That is other method. In that case, you need not to cut the DNA molecule. With the help of PCR, with the help of polymerase chain reaction, you can execute gene cloning without cutting the DNA by restriction endonucleases. Their restriction endonucleases are not required. We can produce a number of copies of desirable gene. So stop this one here, go back to that one better. Okay. Right. So now what about PCR? So here gene is available. Remember this one. Okay. Right. Better. We'll complete this one anyhow. Right. Wait. So gene is available. Remember this one. Gene cloning by vector. Gene cloning by vector. Gene cloning by vector. That is a gene cloning by PCR. So at the end of this one desirable gene is available, or certain number of desirable genes. Okay, so now take plasmid PBR 322. PBR 322. Vector. So cut the vector with the same enzyme, ECO R1. So we can cut vector within gel electrophoresis. Within the gel electrophoresis. So now vector is opened. Okay. So vector is open. So space created here in this vector. Right? For example, here, wait. One minute, hang on. Okay, no problem. Here I'm taking G better here. Wait. Okay, wait. G C. Okay, G T T A unpaid. So okay, so here T T A T T C G. Right? Next, this one also having same complementary. Now ligate it, ligation. Ligation with enzyme is a DNA ligase. DNA ligase. So take that fragment here. Okay, so take a complementary nucleotides A, T, T. Okay, wait. So here also T, A. Next G, C. Wait. G separated. Added. Wait, hang on, please. This fragment, and here G and C, and continue it. Okay. Better wait. Take a G, C. Okay, got it. Right. So here, at the time of ligation, what about the number of ester bonds formed? 1, 2, 3, 4. Number of ester bonds. Number of ester bonds formed, reformed here. Take 4. Reason? 1 here, one here, one here. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, simple. I'll show you here. Plasmid, desirable gene. Cut 1, 2, 3, 4 cuts. Okay, so cut ends 1, 2, 1 ester bond enough, 1 ester bond, 1, 2, 3, 4 ester bonds between G and A, between G and A, right? Next, what about the number of hydrogen bonds formed? How many formed here? Okay, so here check it. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 into 2, 8. Here 1, 2, 3, 4, 8. 8 plus 8, 16. Okay, so ratio between these two, 4 is to 16. 1 is to 4. Okay, 1 is to 4. Check it. So that's about ligation. Now this one is a recombinant vector. Okay, right? Now introduce this one into bacterial cell. We'll see that one later. Ligation completed. Ligation completed. Now what about PCR, gene cloning by means of PCR? So far we completed a digestion of DNA without PCR and ligation also completed. Next one is a gene cloning by means of PCR.